Hey everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, where every day can be an adventure in your kitchen. My name is Heather, and today is a request. Now, if you have been around this channel for any length of time, you know at the end of my videos, I always ask for requests. What do you want to see me do? What do you want to see me adventure in? Well, Annette Howe, your request has been pushed up, because today, as I am videotaping a different recipe, I have some downtime and I have everything I need to do your chickpeas in the Deluxe Air Fryer. Now, we're gonna use the Deluxe Air Fryer rotisserie function with the basket. If you don't have a Deluxe Air Fryer, I think this will still work, but you'll just have to shake it up a few times. But Annette says that this is an amazing way to use the basket. And she and I, we're basket cases. We're basket cases, and that means we like to put everything in the basket. And so she suggested that I try this one. Being that I love chickpeas and I love garbanzo beans, they're basically the same thing. I was like, we're gonna do it. I have garbanzo beans in my cupboard and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right now. You ready for this adventure? Let's go. All right, Annette says this is a super easy recipe. All we need is a can of chickpeas that I have drained and kind of patted dry, some seasoning, our basket, and our Deluxe Air Fryer, and that is literally it. All right, so let's get started. So here we go. I'm gonna use some spicy ranch seasoning because I thought I love ranch chickpeas and I have the spicy seasoning, so why not? So she didn't say how much to put on, so I'm just gonna put a healthy amount, and we're just gonna make sure that everything has that seasoning on it, and voila, done. Now we're just gonna dump it into our basket. Shut it, install it, and we are gonna push custom for 25 minutes at 350, go and rotate. So as long as we're rotating, this will be done in about 25 minutes, and I will be back here to show you the results. Now, I know there are going to be people who are going to ask me if you can use dried chickpeas for this recipe. Well, I did have some forethought. I actually quick soaked some dried chickpeas, and they will be ready to go in once that is done. So when I come back, not only are we going to have these done, but we're gonna have the contrast of these as well. And I am gonna season them the same way just so that you can see the difference, so we can see what the texture difference is. All right, now those are ready to go. So when that comes out, I'll get these in, and then I'll be back when everything is done. See you soon. All right, welcome back. And as you can see here, we have a beautiful bowl of chickpea / garbanzo beans, whatever you want to call them, and they were all cooked in the Deluxe Air Fryer with the basket. Now, I had them separated, but then, and I recorded the whole ending here, and I forgot to turn on the mic. So I thought, since I have not put them in the glass jar yet, I would go ahead and re-record the ending to this. Now, you can totally tell the difference between the canned ones and the dried ones. The size of them is very different. Also, the texture of them is a little bit different. The dried ones, they both sound very, they're both very dry, but the canned ones kind of have a more delicate crunch. It is so very satisfying. Annette, you were right. So good. And then the dried ones, they have a more intense crunch, kind of like corn nuts. You ready? You hear that? There is definitely a difference between those two. However, flavor-wise, they are identical. The ones from the can took about 30 minutes. I checked them about the 25-minute mark and they were still a little bit soft, but then 5 more minutes and they were completely done. The dried ones, which were not cooked, they were just pre-soaked, they took about 40 to 45 minutes. I can't remember if I started it for another 10 and then 5, but it was like 40, 45 minutes. So if you're gonna try this, definitely play with your times. Start with about 25 minutes like Annette suggested, and then add on time as you taste the crunch. If you have the Deluxe Air Fryer from Pampered Chef and you have the basket, definitely do them in the basket. That is mind-blowing. It was so fun to not have to do anything. If you don't have a Deluxe Air Fryer, you're just gonna have to shake your basket every couple minutes just to ensure even browning. But can you believe how beautiful those turned out? This is gonna be a great protein-packed snack for my whole week. Who am I kidding? For the next day or two. I mean, they're really good. So thank you, Annette, for suggesting that. If you have any ideas for me for my next adventure, leave me a comment, because I read all the comments and everything that you say gets put into a spreadsheet so that whenever I'm looking for ideas, I just read down the spreadsheet and go, that sounds like a good idea. However, Annette's was so intriguing to me, and I know people have done it before, but doing it in that basket, that is amazing. So thank you very much. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed that video, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I do videos several times a week, and I'm always looking for the next adventure. So if you got one, leave it in the comments. Otherwise, I'm gonna get these into a jar and I will see you on the next adventure. Bye. Oh, those are so crunchy.